Hey guys, it's Joy. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a video showing you how to do a word search onto a sort of like a picture frame, but not a picture frame type thing. So right here, as you can see, I'm going to wordmint.com, and the letters automatically come up like that. You just have to type in on the side what words you want them to find. And right here it is showing you all the letters, the words that I have. I only picked a few because this was just a practice. And so you have to highlight them all and copy and paste them into Cricut Design Space, or at least that's what I use. I use Cricut Design Space for this step. And so once you get them open in there, you can you're gonna have to do some work. This right here is the hardest part. Yeah, it's sort of like, to me, it was the hardest part of the whole thing. So what you want to do is highlight each column the first letter of the column of the first letter of each column. Slide it over, center it horizontally so they'll all be, lined up nice and even, and then you group it all together. And so by doing this, when I did this the first time, it was a disaster. But after I realized how I had to do it, then it got better. So as you can see, I'm still just sliding them over, and you'll see how when I hit center, how they go back in order. So just go through each and every line or each and every column and highlight the letter. Go one by one. Oh, and here we go. That was fast. So you're gonna highlight everything and align it to the top. And then you're going to distribute horizontally. Well, I did it backwards, but you get what I'm trying to do. So this is what you do right here, and there are all your letters, and that's pretty much the hardest part of it all. So after this, after you got everything lined up nice and neat however you want it, make sure your spacing is correct the way that you want it, and you're going to attach it so when it gets ready to cut it out on your machine, that it will that it'll be in order, basically in the correct order. And so you can grab a circle. Well, you don't have to grab a circle. You can grab a circle, square, heart, whatever you want to use to highlight your words. And I just use a circle. I unlocked it and put it over the word. The first word, as you can see, was daughter. So you put it over there, and you just I just kept duplicating that circle. And just moving it around to each word that I knew was in my word search. So I didn't do all the words, but I did do a few. So the first one I did was daughter. This one right here is, I don't know what that said. I think it said love. And you can see children is right above that, and there's joy. I see son. What are the words over there? I don't know, y'all. That's the thing. I don't even remember all the words that I picked. Okay, so here I go back over to the other screen, and you see the words that I picked. And then we'll just go back, and you just take your time, go slowly, basically, because you don't want to move your word search itself. You just want to move those circles. And as you can see, my word search is sent to the back, and I did that because I wanted to make sure I put the word over where I wanted it correctly, or how do I say it? Yeah, so it wouldn't be shifting all around and you trying to, I wasn't trying to do all that. So here you go. There go 1, 2, 3. So here we go with the 4 words that I chose. It was love, joy, son, and daughter. So there were more words, but I just didn't feel like doing them at that time. All right, so that's enough rambling. Oh no, let me say this part right here. So you can do this part right here is optional. Highlight your shapes so they won't move. So when you get ready to apply them, they'll be in the right place. But this part is not necessary. It all depends on how many words you have. I only have 4 words, so I didn't have to really put it on there. But I did, and I regret it now because I had some big spaces, but it didn't matter because I just peeled them out like stickers instead of cutting out the shapes one by one. Oh, and make sure you resize it to the right size. So mine came in big, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm resizing it, and make sure you highlight your word search. Also, your little lines, that cursor, the marks, yeah, I know what them things called. I don't. So my size is 6 by, what did I pick? I think 7.5. No, I can't see. I'm trying to do a voiceover. My eyes bad. So I think I did a 6.5 by 7. Okay, so I did a 6.5 by 7. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna move it on up there. I told you right there. You're gonna move it on over to where it says make it. This is not a large project. I don't know why my design space keeps doing this, but it does it a lot, and it pisses me off. But anyhow, let's go on. See, look how long this is taking. You're just wasting time. All right, come on now, load up. This is slow, and this is my brand new computer that I just got like a couple days ago. All right, so here we go. So I'm not using black letters. I'm actually using white letters. I don't know why, but I am. And I'm using that fluorescent pinkish color. Now, my white vinyl is permanent vinyl. The pink is removable Cricut vinyl. And this right here is the 8x10 photo frame that I got from Dollar Tree. And it does come with this plastic film over it. So you want to make sure you take that off when you get ready to put your letters on there, because you don't want it to scratch up and be all funky wonky. So that's why mine is still on there until I get ready to place my letters on there. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing right there. Oh, well, here y'all can see it better close up. Oh, not that close. Okay, yeah, I just left y'all hanging on. All right, so now what am I doing? Oh, I'm taking my words off of the mat, and I'm putting my pink down, hot pink down, so it can get cut. So I'm looking at my computer. Wow. So as you can see, I slide it into my Cricut. Do y'all realize that I did not do anything to the Cricut? I just put it in there. Yeah, I forgot to hit the little C button to show that it cuts. And what I'm taking off. So there are my tweezers, and what's that? My that little paper stuff. Transfer tape all of it in the way. You can't even see what I'm over there doing. Ain't that about a blip? Oh well, y'all know how to weed stuff out. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But as you can see, I'm trying to go slow, take my time. Y'all like my Ninja Turtle shirt? My boys like that. So you want to go take your time going back and forth, just making sure you don't pick up anything that doesn't need to be lifted. And some of the letters do get stuck on like the C, the K, and so I just take my X-Acto knife and I just slice it so it will just like that. Just slice it so it'll come on up, so I can continue to keep on rolling along. And now I'm taking the stuff out, the O's, the A's, the B's, the P's, the C's, and stuff like, what I'm talking about. So I'm doing that, and I'm just having fun. I'm really not, because these letters are really small. I didn't realize I should have resized the letters. Well, I don't think it would have mattered, but my columns are 10 by 10, just in case you want to know. So sit here, take out each individual little scrapple thingy, whatever. Y'all can make up a name for it. I'll be back to talk to y'all once I get ready to put it on the machine. Put it on the... Damn, I was talking a lot, huh? Well, there you go right there. It's time to go with it now. It looks like I'm taking out the last little bit of ones that I might have forgot. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I think my husband had just came. My husband's going to leave back out. He was on his lunch break. So he was actually going to leave back out while I was sitting there doing my work. So I need to get to have lunch with my baby today. But anywho, money has to be made. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, and then you take your the vinyl. I do not peel it all the way off. I put it a little bit on there, and then I use my whatever that thing is, my ruler, and smooth it down to make sure it's it gets on there even and with like no creases, because as you can see my transfer tape was folded up in a drawer. So yeah. So now I'm just taking my hand, rubbing it along, flipping it over. That's what it looks like. There we go. Smooth it out. Make it look good. There you go. I'm so proud. All right, Joy, hurry up. You ain't got to talk about this long. I'ma make you bounce like a hurricane. I'ma make your bed rock like a hurricane. I'ma do it like nobody can. And I'll give you all the things that nobody can. I'ma make you bounce like a hurricane. I'ma make your bed rock like a hurricane. I'ma do it like nobody can. And I'll give you all the things that nobody can. Hurricane, yeah. I want to meet you. And right here, when you are taking the backing off the letters, be very careful to make sure you don't pull up anything that you're gonna need later. I didn't. I did a little bit, but it wasn't that bad because I was taking my time as I was doing it. It's feet kills. All right, and there you can see my letters. I'm bringing my frame over and I fold my transfer paper back up to the top so I'm not exposing the whole thing and nothing will get snagged or stuck when it's not supposed to. And so here I go, just pushing it down, and I made sure it was lined up right. And then you just take your time, and because you want to make sure that it is coming from the transfer tape onto the actual thing, on the frame. And so that's why I'm doing that and going real slow, because I want to make sure that I get every letter on there. I don't want that left on the paper, and that it's nice and smooth. So yeah, it's not really that hard of a process, but there it goes. So I'm just varnishing it and whatever. Now I am pulling back the transfer tape. I didn't really have to go that slow when I was taking it off. As you can see, it pretty much just did what it had to do. And yes, I do roll my transfer tape right back up. That's why I don't take the paper all the way off, because I never got time for that. So yeah, that's the paper that was just in it. So you can see what the letters look like, but you couldn't see because it was a white on white background. So that wasn't very smart, now was it? Oh, see, look at that match, y'all. So I ain't even pushed the button. Like, what was I thinking? Alright, so I took the rest of the plastic off, moved along. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I think I was looking for scratches and any scuff marks or anything. And there were a few letters that I had to readjust, and so that's what I was doing. And here we go. Now we're going to take the paper out, or the vinyl off. And so because this vinyl is, you're gonna stick it to the back. Try not to get your fingerprints on it because your fingerprints will show up. And so that's why I just use my tweezers. And I'm starting with the one that's down at the bottom, which I think was love. And then I'm gonna move up to the word. What word was above it? I think it was joy. And so you put it on there and just flatten it out without messing it up like I just did. And so that's what it looks like. And so now for the words that are a little further up, am I about to do that first? I don't know what word I'm doing now. I forgot. Okay, yeah, so the first one I'm getting ready to do at the top is the word sun. So you just lift it up slightly, not too hard because you don't want it to crack or break. And I slid it in there with my tweezers and then tried to wiggle it out. As you can see, I was having a hard time, but I finally got it. There we go. All right, so the last word is the word daughter, and that word was, it wasn't hard, but it was a little bit tricky because it was from the top to the bottom. So as you can see, I am sticking some pencils under there to be able to hold it up so I can get that long piece of vinyl up under there. It does take some maneuvering and whatever. I should have used two pairs of tweezers probably. But there I go. I got it down. Take it out. Move it out. There you go. Now, if you want, you can put the name at the top or the occasion and the words at the bottom. I didn't do that. Don't ask me why I didn't, but I know next time I'll try to figure something out like that. But all right, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in another video. I've been talking for 15 minutes, y'all. Bye.